Hello everyone, and welcome to the review of the new revised model of the A979-4 1 to 18 scale RC car from WLtoys. This is a 4x4 model, and it's basically built on the 959 platform, which is this one. They share the most parts together. This one has another body style and different wheels, and it has a better ground clearance than this model, but they are really actually the same car, and it should be at least the same fun as this one, but this will go over larger bumps and over grass without getting stuck, so it should be even more fun than that. So on the box you don't get much information, but you get a lot of models here, and I've seen this model which looks really nice, the 979-3 version with pedal tires, and the 2 version which looks also very interesting. Even this one with the body of Ford Focus looks nice. So WLtoys really has this thing that will give you addiction, so you are going to be something like I want to collect them also. Let's take it out of the box for a closer look. In the box beside the car you will get a spanner for taking the wheels off. Of course you will get also a balance charger for the LiPo battery. It's a 2-cell LiPo charger with balance plug, and of course the transmitter, because this is a ready to run version. I would have really liked the fact to see some almost ready to run WLtoys, because this transmitter, for example, it's used on a lot of models including the 959 model, and this transmitter will bind to both cars. So I already have a few WLtoys and a few of this same type of transmitter, so I would love to see a cheaper WLtoys that doesn't come with a transmitter. That will save a bit of money, but I also must mention a thing. If you get a WLtoys with this type of transmitter, it's easy to be replaced with this WLtoys transmitter, which is let's say their flagship currently. This has a 10 memory position, it has a lot of programmable things, it has 3 channels, it has an auxiliary channel here, trimming, digital trimming for all of those channels, it has dual rates, and you can set a lot of profiles, so each of these settings are saved to your current profile, and you can run 10 different WLtoys with this transmitter, which is absolutely awesome. So I will really like to get some WLtoys without transmitter for a change, but because there is a but. For example, if you get the WLtoys 18429 model, which is this one, it's also an 18 scale version. This is another platform, it's a miniature version of the 10428A model, which is a big crawler, 1 to 10 scale crawler. This is a 1 to 18 scale crawler. Well, this one comes with a different transmitter. It comes with this model, which is a good transmitter. It's light, easy to use, good, it's precise, but it doesn't have as many options as the other models, and this is not compatible with this big transmitter. So why WLtoys, why are you doing this? Because I would really like to use this transmitter on all of your cars, but nonetheless I'm going to put all of this aside, and I'm going to return to the our model. Here's the 979-4 model. This is kind of a SUV body type. It has very nice and very soft rubber tires. They don't have any kind of foam inside, so they are very squishy, very soft, and they should provide good traction. It doesn't come with LEDs here, but it has a LED light bar, and it has sockets here for 5mm LEDs, so you can put 3 LEDs here very easy. Hopefully we could also connect them inside to the receiver to get power. And the body clips are kind of hard to get off because of the body design. It uses this outside reinforcement, but this limits the space where you can use your fingers to get these clips out. I'm going to use another clip to be able to put that clip off. Yes, and one more, and we should be able to take this cover off. Right, so these are off, and we can see the internals, and you can see it's a 959A model here. It's a 390 brushed motor. It's not a big 540 motor, but this has a good lifespan. It doesn't get that hot, and it still takes the car up to 50 kilometers per hour, which is very good for its size. On this side here you can see that it comes with a servo saver as well, mounted on this servo arm here, so it should have some decent protection during hits of various stuff. Also it uses the same battery like the 959. It's 1100 milliamps 2-cell LiPo battery with JST connector. This is actually a good thing because going back to the mini crawler here, this one uses not a LiPo battery but lithium ion battery, and they changed the connector with this one. It has 4 pins, but look at that, they use a wire to connect the 2 cells of the battery together. Yet again, not very smart. And the battery looks like this, and here's the connector. It actually has each cell wired individually. I'm going to change the plug of this battery, either put a JST on both the car and the battery, or change it to something more common. And I'm also going to solder a balance port to this battery, or not waste time with it and switch to the LiPo type battery, because it's easier to charge and maintain with the proper charger than using the provided one from WLtoys. So going yet again back to the 979, I must mention that it has metal drive shafts for each wheel, but not like the upgraded version of the 959. The prop shaft, which can be seen here, let me lock one wheel so it will spin. As you can see, this one, it's actually made from plastic, it's not metal. This was very common also on the 959 model, which received recently a revision, and it was replaced with a metal prop shaft. It should fit, it should be the same, because as I've told you, they share the same type of platform. The internals are the same, so you can easily upgrade that to metal. They share the same ESC, the same servo, the same servo saver, the same differentials, and you can see this one has a massive metal propeller shaft, sorry. Another thing that I like on this model, it seems to have smoother running gears, but being a brush motor, you are still going to hear a lot of noise coming from the cogging effect of the magnets over the rotor. A few more things worth mentioning about the 979-4 model is that it has this nice plate here, but sadly it's made from plastic. This will make you go over bumps and rocks, but probably will not last too long because it doesn't have a support here to keep it in shape, and it's soft plastic. Also has the same type of protection in the rear. I would love to see here a metal part, or at least some metal parts in it, but it's all plastic. Yet again, going back to the mini crawler here, look at that. This has a metal plate here. It has metal plates that hold the front suspension, so definitely more resistant. You can call it rugged or something like that, because this will take a lot more abusing than the plastic version. But hopefully, because it's not a very heavy car, it should not have great damage on impact. I'm now going to prepare the car for its first run, so I'm going to charge the battery, and I'm going to check some of the screws. I'm also thinking on oil fillings shock absorbers. They are some kind of you can fill me up and I will not leak all the oil entirely in a minute or two. So yes, they will keep the oil inside for a limited period of time, as long as it should allow you to play a few runs with it outside. So if you have several batteries, charge all of them up, charge the shock absorbers with oil, and it should be really fun, because they come with no oil inside and they are actually rather bumpy. I hope the bigger tires and very soft tires will kind of reduce the bumpiness of the ride. Also, I'm going to check all the screws, because on the 959 model, and it looks like the 97 model has the same problem. These screws here came loose, so I have to tighten them up, and you can see here the screws are also loose. This one and this one here and that one there. So I'm going to check all of them up. I'm not going to over tighten them, but I need to be sure they won't fall out while I'm running with this car. So be sure to follow my next uploads, and hopefully soon you are going to see this baby in action. Until then, bye bye.